Assalamu alaikum guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be making this simple round dress. Then I made this structured what should I call it? It's like a stripe, but I'm not even sure where I'm going to put it, so please comment down below if you think I should do this style what I'm showing you now. And towards the end I also showed other styles of how I might use that structure. So for those little appliques that you saw in different shapes, I have a video already posted on how to make them, so make sure you check them out. And these are the instruments that we are going to be using, and also the fabric, the lining, the organza, the plastic boning, the like everything you are going to need for this. So for starters, I'm going to be starting with the lower part of the dress, which is the round part of the dress. Of course, I'm using 3 yards of silk fabric. I'm just folding it into two, then into a triangle like you just saw me do. It's just a normal 180-degree circle. I'm just arranging it because the fabric is silk, so you have to make sure that all parts are equal. Then here I'm going to place that is my niece making an entrance. Please say hi to her in the comment section. She was trying to get a hold of my phone. Yeah, so back to the video. Here I'm just placing my round waist measurement divided by 4, which is 28 divided by 4, making it 7. But I'm going to be using 7.5, so that I can have my zipper allowance. And I'll be marking out, okay, sorry, I'm using 8, guys. I'm using 8 inches, the 1 inch for zipper and sewing allowance. So I'm marking out 8 all round. Then from that line of the 8, I'm going to place my tape down to measure out 42 inches, right? Because the top part of my dress, that is the half length, I'm using I think 14. So the whole length of the dress is 60. So please make the calculation. So I just cut it out after drawing it, and here it is. We're done with the lower part. Okay, we're not done. We're almost done. So this is the hard net. I got it last minute because I just didn't want the lower part of the dress to just lay down flat, on the silk and on the lining, and then be sticking to my body. So I just decided to add this hard net. It's just 1 yard of hard net. So I'm just showing you guys what you are going to do. Can you see? Of course, you are going to cut it into smaller parts, then make those ruffles. And of course, you'll be attaching it to the lining. I will show you guys what I mean later on in the video. So this is 1 yard of fabric. I am going to fold it into 2, as you saw, then into 4 for the top part of the dress. So as you saw, I'm measuring, what am I measuring? Yeah, 15 inches. So my half length will be 14. Of course, that 1 inch will be for sewing allowance. So this is 15 inches. Of course, I'm divided into 2 for the front part and the back part. So that part that is wider, that 2 inches is for the zipper allowance. So this top one is the front part, and then the one that has 2 extra inches is the back part. So I just placed my shoulder, which I use 7.5, and here I place my shoulder to bust point, which is 10.5, and shoulder to under bust is 13.5. That half inch is for sewing allowance. Then here I'm measuring 4 inches. That is my bust point to bust point measurement, and I'm going to connect it. I drew it on the bust line and on the under bust line. Then on the shoulder, right, I just marked out 4 inches down, and I'm trying to connect that 4 inches to my bust point. Guys, this is the first time I'm using a French cuff. I don't know why I did this. I used it the wrong way, and I just realized, oh, it's the wrong way. So I'm just trying to correct it now. And it was really hard for me to use rulers or even the French cuff on this fabric because the fabric is very shaky. It's silk, so it was just a mess. So I just measured 2 inches from my under bust, into the dress. Like you saw, it's 2 inches, and then from that armhole part 2 inches down too. And I'm just trying to connect those lines to the bust point. Guys, if you don't understand what I'm saying, you can see what I'm doing. It's pretty easy to understand. And if you guys want, I can make a more detailed video on how to cut a breast cuff. It's easy. This process that I'm doing, it's very easy to follow. So if you want me to make a more detailed video, please comment down on the comment section and I'll make sure I do that. Okay, here I'm just cutting it out, and like I said, guys, the fabric, it's very shaky and it was moving, and all that good stuff that makes silk look good. So I had to correct it, and here it is. We have our breast cuff all cut out. This is the front part, and of course all you have to do is drag it like this, and then you place your round bust measurement on the round bust line. Add your 2 inches sewing allowance, and then your under bust measurement, you place it on the under bust line like I'm doing. Then you add 2 inches sewing allowance, and then you connect it. And then here it is. I've cut out the lining and the padding for it. I don't want to make the video too long, that's why I didn't show when I was cutting. And this is the back. For the back, all you have to do is cut at that cuff, that breast cuff part, and you have the back. Yeah, and so this is the lower part of the dress. Like I said, this is how I applied the lining. It's 5 inches, 5 inches interval between them. That's just, and use your chalk to draw it so that you have a line to follow on attaching your hard knits. Pretty easy. So that's it for the lower part and the top part of the dress. Here it's that structure that I wanted to apply on my dress. You're going to need your gum stay and your boning. I'm using the plastic boning. So here I'm just measuring the width of the boning so that I can make like channels or like tubes for it to pass through. So it is just 1 inch wide, so I'm just drawing 1 inch wide. I'm just showing you guys how it will be when you stitch it. Can you see? This is also pretty understandable by just watching it. Oh, my niece again, guys. Brother girl, she's so cute. Yeah, and I decided to use 3 tubes or 3 lines of the what's it called, the plastic bonus. So you are going to stitch directly on where you draw your lines. Okay, make sure you use a pen to draw your lines so that you can clearly see it, and stitch directly on those lines so that you don't make tubes that will be too small for your plastic lining. Then you cut out the fabric that will cover this, or that you pass through this. Okay, I'll show you guys what I mean. So this is it after I've stitched it and I passed through my boning into it. So you see, and I've passed it through the fabric that I cut out for it. Can you see, guys? And this is the appliques, and like I said, I already have a video on my channel on how to make them. They are also easy to make, but you need a lot of patience and patience. So this is the dress all made out, or all sewed, as I can say, I guess. And here I'm just deciding how I'm going to apply this. Like I am not sure, I am still not sure what I'm going to do to it. Like I didn't know how to attach it. Like I don't know where to attach it, rather. I don't know. So at first this is what I wanted to do, but I'd have to make 2 of this. I'm sure you guys would have seen this style a lot, especially on Instagram, on Vicky James page. But I just made 1. I still don't know what I'm going to do to it, but guys, please help me decide by commenting on the comment section. Should I leave it like this, like a cuff on my under bust, or should I make it like this, from my shoulder to my under bust on one side? And also in my channel on how to make these appliques, I also showed how to attach them to this structure, so make sure you watch that video too. is the video immediately before this one. So here I'm still just deciding. Please help me decide. I still haven't done it. I just kept it. I'm just thinking about how to do it. So if you've watched this far, thank you for watching my videos, and I am having an abaya class. If you're interested, please send a WhatsApp message to the channel. You can see, sorry, to the WhatsApp number you can see right now. So here I'm still checking out what I'm going to do with it. I had 5 more appliques that I didn't apply on that structure, so I'm just thinking if I should put the appliques here like this at the top, then put on the structure like this. So please comment down below if you think I should do this or not. Okay, and thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for staying this long. Make sure you watch another video. I'm pretty much sure there will be at least 2 more videos that you'd like on my channel. Thank you for watching.